Hey guys, alright, so I just put a workout up and I want to do some recovery for shoulders. So a lot of people have a bunch of shoulder problems, so restrictions going out to the side, or if you push up you get that pinch, or just pain here or on the outside in general. Have a lot to do actually. It's all to do with your muscles. So when everything's tight and we're always so rounded forward, our chest gets really tight and all our shoulders rotate inward. So then it makes the chest even smaller because the chest attaches out on the outside of the arm. So if the arm's rotated in, the chest is going to be tight and all the muscles in the back are going to be stretched out, and that makes them tight and weak, and then basically you get headaches and tension aches all day long. So you want to work on your muscles, get them lengthened, and then do the exercises that I tell you so then you can get them strong, get them back in their alignment, and then they'll fire all day long, and you don't have to worry about tension. So once you function correctly, when your muscles are in alignment, you basically are like a machine. You do things correctly throughout the day, so it's easier to maintain that healthy body. So, you know, it might seem hard to get in shape, but your body's made to be in shape. You're supposed to be in shape, so your body functions at its peak levels when it is in shape. So if you're anything but in shape, it's not a physical thing. It's basically you're not treating your body the way it needs to be treated to function sufficiently. So you're creating an environment for diseases to grow and basically just not living day to day easily, because everything is a process for you. Even getting out of the car, doing anything, walking upstairs, you lose your breath. When you're in shape, everything feels better. You're not tired. You don't, stress going to do something because you're going to be worn out, and you're just lighter on your feet because your body absorbs all your weight and your shock throughout the day, as opposed to just you're slamming into the ground and you're getting those gravitational forces plus the ground reaction forces coming back at you, going in your joints instead of your muscles. So, like I said, if you're in shape, it's easy to maintain, it's fun, you can do more things. So, alright, let's make ourselves healthy here. So, we're going to work on posterior delt and your lats and your teres group. And basically your posterior delt, we're going to go from the spine to the scapula, so it's that like bone in the middle of the scapula, and then that wraps around your arm and attaches on the deltoid tuberosity on the outside here. So a lot of people, when they're tight, they can feel a big bump here, or if you're lean, you can see where it divots off. So, I mean, your delt goes all the way around, but we're just going to focus on the posterior delt, because like I said, when you're stretched forward, it's always stretched out and it's always tense, so it makes it weak and it makes it just annoyed and inflamed all day, which causes pain. So let's start with the posterior delt. What you're going to do is you're going to lay on your back. You're going to come here and put the block directly in the back where I said it attaches. So you can feel where you're tender. Everyone's tender in different spots, so you find where you're tender and you put it on there. You want to work the whole length of the muscle, so you can start, right on the scapula. Try to relax into it. If you can't relax, don't progress the position. But if you can relax, I like to open my arm up. So find that tender spot again. If you need to move it, you can move it and just let it hold there. And you can feel the trigger point. So when you feel it, keep it on there and try to dead weight. Even though you feel like you're relaxed, you might not be. So just try to breathe out and just let your arm be dead weight. Then once you can do that, if you can move your arm like this without moving your rear delt, try to still keep this dead weight so that the block can penetrate in it, then it's even better because you're getting a little bit of active release going. And you can even bounce it out here. Like, I should be able to touch the floor, but I'm tense, so I can't. But after a while, the muscle gets lengthened and you can do it. So you bounce it. You don't want any pain though. I mean, muscle pain is different. Muscle pain is like a tender, it hurts where it's pinpointed on, but you don't want joint pain, you don't want referring pain. And then if you can still relax, go slow, but move it through internal and external rotation of the arm. Okay? So that's the rear delt. Okay, that gives people a lot of problems when they're raising out to the side. So if you feel a lot of creaking, your joints aren't aligned right if the muscle is tight. So your joints are rubbing together, and that causes cartilage breakdown, and then after a while, inflammation, itis is inflammation, so it causes arthritis, cartilage breakdown, not good. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is your lat and your teres group. So your lat attaches down by your spine, your iliac crest, and comes all the way up and attaches on the inside of your arm. Your teres go from your shoulder blade to the outside of your arm. So they come on right up here, okay? And what you're gonna do is come here, lie on your side, right underneath that armpit. You'll find the tender spots. So you can get a little subscap in there too if you go underneath your shoulder blade, so it's on the inside of your shoulder blade. And if you need to, if it's too much tension, you can raise off a little bit. Or I like to come, just basically stabilize myself with my legs and my arm. And then once you can relax, either you can start by working the full length of the muscle, just holding it, or you can dig into a knot, let it relax, and then come here and move your arm a little bit. And as you go this way, you can do internal, external rotation. Just go really slow. So this is a real tender area. Like I said, you could bounce it a little bit. Just try to be dead weight underneath when you're working it. If it hurts too bad, just sit there and hold it. You don't have to move around. I can do that because I know how to relax my muscles. So if you're not able to relax your muscles, just hold it in a static position and sit there and be dynamic with it. So again, move up inch by inch. Come here, come a little bit higher. Right in between your armpit, more posterior, so more back that way. You'll find the teres group in the lats. And just find the tender spots, even if it's not the teres group in the lats. You know, if you get another muscle in there, your tricep, just go ahead and work it. I mean, if it's tender, you need a tension there, so you want to work those tender spots out so you can get full range of motion. Alright, these are my massage blocks. Like I said, I don't like to sell things, but when I find something that works, I feel like I need to tell everyone about it. This is the knot finder. Basically, there's 3 sizes that come with this. It's good for big areas. There's a smaller one for trigger points. You know, you can work that on the spine, or you have the double one. This one's awesome. Not only can you work it on your spine, and like I said, I sit with it in my chair, but you can sit with it in the car too. It's awesome. But you can turn it sideways, and just like this being a trigger point finder, this one can be too. It's just this is gonna find 2 areas. So if you go parallel with the muscle, instead of it being like this on the back or on the leg, you can work 2 spots at the same time. So if your muscle's really tight and you need to work a big area, you can do that. Or I even put it on my trap in my seat. So when I have a headache, my rhomboids, my traps, everything's tight throughout my whole backside. So instead of just doing inch by inch, I want to get rid of my headache, so I actually trigger point 2 spots at the same time, so it doesn't take as long. But I do it in class, and I do it in the car, so I mean, you try to make the most for your time. You're sitting there anyways, might as well do it. So keep yourself healthy, do it right, or don't do it at all. Alright, thanks guys.